2018 Ford Mustang car review. The arrival on the 2018 model year brought numerous changes to your Ford Mustang: styling tweaks, more power with the GT's V8, a 10-speed automatic, and new available features including a multi-mode exhaust system, magneto-rheological dampers, searching for instrument cluster, recaro seats, plus much more. But the highlights include the two new option packages that fill some on the white space involving the GT model and also the Shelby GT350, the GT Performance package which we've alwatchy tested, and also the even harder core, if unimaginatively named, Performance Package Level 2, which recently continued sale and which we've now driven with the first time. Both focus totally on the chassis. They feature specific suspension, steering, and ABS tuning, new 19-inch wheels, upgraded brakes, 15.0-inch front rotors with 6-piston Brembo calipers, a torsion limited slip differential, with an underbody brace, strut hour brace, and front subframe brace. A chief differentiator for that Performance Package Level 2 is its wider, stickier rubber. Whereas the GT Performance package gets two 7540R19 Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires on 9.0 by 19-inch front and 9.5 by 19-inch rear wheels, the Level 2 jumps to 30530R19 Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s on 10.5-inch wide rollers beforehand and 11.0 inches with the rear. The GT350 provides the same tires plus the same size front wheels. In addition to more grip, the lower profile tires supply the Level 2 a somewhat lower ride height. The Level 2 also comes standard together with the magneto-rheological dampers. They're optional with all the GT Performance package, along with spring rates which are 20% stiffer at the start and 13% firmer on the rear. The Level 2's anti-roll bars are beefier, too, the top by 12% plus the rear, which switches from the tubular bar with a solid 1, by 67%. The Level 2 also receives a larger front splitter considered good for nearly 60 pounds of downforce plus a modified rear spoiler. Unlike the GT Performance bundle, the Level 2 stuff can be obtained only around the coupe and exclusively with all the 6-speed manual transmission. Neither package touches the engine, even though V8 did get ripped for 2018, adding 35 ponies towards the stable for just a new total of 460, along with an additional 20 lb-ft of torque for the total of 420. Credit an increased compression ratio 12.0:1 up from 11.0:1, direct injection besides port injection, a greater redline 7,400 revolutions per minute versus 7,000, and thinner, spray-in cylinder liners, which nudge displacement from 4,951 cubic centimeters to 5,038, fortunately, an alteration small enough to preserve the 5.0 nomenclature, still proudly displayed on top fenders. With either package as well as the manual transmission, the torsion limited slip differential houses 3.73:1 gears versus 3.55:1 inch the standard GT. That combination produced a 4.3-second cost 60 miles per hour in this test with the GT Performance package car. We estimate the Level 2 version will do essentially identically as measure. The Performance Package Level 2 was made primarily to wring better yet lap times out from the Mustang GT. As vehicle dynamics engineer Mark Delzio relates, inside the team's testing at Michigan's Grattan Raceway, the GT Performance Package car was 3.0 seconds per lap faster compared to stock Mustang GT, and also the Level 2 car was one more 3.5 seconds quicker. We got our laps in not at Grattan but for the Monticello Motor Club in upstate New York. Unfortunately, rain brought a beginning end to your proceedings. It happens to be worse, as being the area saw tornado activity the evening before, but our initial impression over the couple of laps is the Mustang exhibits big power, big grip, and big brakes. It's a very capable track car, however, not one you toss around. The car roars down even brief straights, the naturally aspirated engine's exhaust note filling the cabin. On longer straights, we appreciated the revised V8's higher redline, plus the Brembo brakes feel strong underfoot when they haul the auto back down again. The steering is meaty and reassuring since you bend the automobile into a curve, overcook a tighter corner, plus the ultra-wide Sports Cup 2s let it go gently. In the Sport Plus driving mode, the soundness control allows some tail-out attitude, while track mode permits more. The system is also switched off altogether. Although focused about the track, the Performance Package Level 2 which supposed to maintain a measure of streetability, and it lets you do, to some degree. Inevitably, though, the ultra-wide rubber brings about considerable tramlining on rutted secondary roads, and in spite of the capabilities in the adaptive dampers, the stiffer spring and anti-roll package creates some side-to-side body motion, neither which you experience inside GT Performance Package car. We were enthralled through the 5.0-liter V8, with a big oral presence. A vent off it can be mitigated using the multi-mode exhaust. The sound isn't the exotic shriek on the Shelby GT350's flat plane crank V8, the Coyote engine speaks using a more traditional voice, one devoid of the boy racer pops and crackles. It's a great pairing using the 6-speed manual gearbox, that has somewhat long throws but a great, mechanical feel. All the cars we drove had possible Recaro buckets, and so they proved great at holding you available during our track session, with none from the straitjacket-like discomfort of the counterparts inside Ford Focus RS. The Mustang cabin overall, though, is merely okay, with cheap CME aluminum look trim, soft touch materials which are like hard plastic, and several gimmicky switchgear. Those elements are tempered by the comfortable controls, a rather easy-to-use touchscreen, as well as an available digital cluster with multiple layouts available. For the Mustang buyer that is never going to turn a lap in anger, in all probability it makes sense to stick using the more everyday-friendly GT Performance package, which opens up the possibility from the automatic transmission as well as the convertible body style. For dedicated track hounds, however, there's a great deal to like here. And the Level 2 bundle is even something of an bargain. At $6,500, it's $2,505 more compared to the GT Performance package, however it includes the dampers which can be $1,695 extra using the lesser package. Factor that in plus the upcharge pencils seem to $810 for your wider wheels, stickier rubber, more extreme aero bits, along with the retuned chassis elements. A PPL2 equipped GT may be head for $44,590. The purchase price increases by $4,200 with all the premium packages: leather upholstery, digital instrument cluster, navigation, Wi-Fi hotspot, and heated tire. In either case, budget another $1,595 for your Recaro seats to keep you available when you're exercising everything that cornering ability. In terms of price, you're still some ways from the Shelby GT350 at $58,140, but handling-wise, you're closer than ever before.